Hey guys, have you ever thought it would be fun to listen to the Complex Action actual play being recorded live? Well, now you can. We've set up a cool voice channel on our Discord server where I will be broadcasting the live audio from our actual play session while we're recording it. Now, in order to access this, you do have to be a patron of Complex Action at the behind-the-scenes reward level or higher. Now, that's the $3 level. I thought it would be a really fun way to give a behind-the-scenes look to people at how the actual play sounds and is done while we're doing it live. You'll also be able to be in a special chat channel on the Discord to chat with others who are also listening live. Now, of course, this goes without saying that you'll need to be on the Discord server to do this, so you can get access to that by going to the complexaction.net website, and up there on that main page is a link and invite to the Discord server, which anybody has access to. You do not need to be a patron, so go on and check that out. It's a really fun place to talk about Shadowrun. But anyway, you won't be able to chat with me or the cast while we're recording if you're listening to the live show. I've forbidden them from distracting themselves by the chat. That's pretty much just because I don't want this cool perk that I'm offering to affect the quality of our roleplay in any way. It's merely a way for you guys to get to listen in, and now that doesn't mean that they won't be allowed to chat with people before we start and after we finish recording or playing our session, or even maybe during the short mid-session breaks. So you could chat with them in those times, but while we're playing, no chatting with them. They're forbidden. Just with each other you can chat. Of course, the big disclaimer is that there is a natural lag between when the session is recorded and then when the episodes are released, usually about a month or two. This means that there will definitely be spoilers happening if you listen live, so listeners beware. Now, this is a feature that's live right now, technically. If you are already a $3 or more patron on the Discord, then you'll see the voice and chat channel in your list. We'll broadcast our first session on February 16th. We record starting at 8:30 p.m. is when we get together to do our sessions, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So you've got time to sign up. February 16th, 8:30 p.m., and we record every other Thursday after that. I'll try to make sure you guys are aware. Down, if you want to sign up and you haven't already, that's patreon.com/complexaction if you're interested. If not, no big deal. We'll, of course, still be putting out the episodes so you can listen to them. But that's enough with that. Just wanted to give you the quick announcement, and now on with the show. You're listening to the Complex Action Actual Play Podcast. The team, in the middle of the Knights of the Confederacy compound, deep in the heat of battle, are fighting a small platoon of militant racists. Meanwhile, Pillar is working as fast as she can with their guide Vesper to free the captive and allegedly brainwashed and rabid orks. Now, please enjoy episode 25, Why I Hate the Levitation Spell. All right, the drones get to go.
Executing orders, which at this point, it's only really Party Girl executing orders, and the Fly Spy's continuing to observe. So there's nothing for them to do right now.
All right, Leroy, it's time for you to deal with this.
I've been slowly trying to deal with it over time here.
You have quite a number of people surrounding you now. At least 5 that you can see.
I mean, I'm not exactly excited about that because 5's a lot of people. What are my options for nearby cover?
All right, so you ran to behind these 2 trailers by running between them. You're kind of still between them, but behind them. You know what I mean? So in front of you is, you can think of like an alley between these 2. You could run to take cover behind either one of these things. If you still want to be able to fire at them, take cover and fire at them, you're going to be you're going to be completely open to one group or the other.
Which group is the smaller group?
The smaller group is the one that has the guy with the bigger gun that's been shooting stick and shock at you. There's only 2 people there. That's the first group you saw. But then you spun around and hit the other group that was behind you, people trying to surprise you.
Alright, I'm gonna go to get some cover there so that I'm exposing myself to the smaller group.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a shot at the guy with the stick and shotgun because he's annoying me, and then I'm going to use my second simple action, if possible, to ready up a stun patch. Oh god. I apparently got 8 hits on shooting that man.
What's the base damage?
10 stun, AP -1 javelins. I only keep 8 of those, but
I keep forgetting how many hits you guys get. How many hits did you get? I forgot.
I got 8.
All right, 5, 10, 15. Okay. All right, you definitely knock him down too. Okay, is that your turn? That was
Yeah, that was a move, a simple, and then a simple to get the stim patch ready for next round.
Pillar, it's your turn. The door is unlocked.
I don't like that at all. So I'm going to stay ready and enter said. Well, I'm going to open the door.
All right, opening the door, easy. So it's open now.
All right, so simple action open the door and then just take a step inside, holding my pistol ready.
All right, all the orcs inside the cages are already pretty riled up, but at the sight of somebody coming in that they don't recognize, they have a more of a focus for their rattling of the cages, I guess, and snarling and yelling and hooting and hollering.
Pillar's gonna just kind of look back at Vesper over her shoulder. You sure about this?
She nods and says, there's still people in there.
Whatever you say, Dom. Did these cages also, if I can still, just by quick looking at them, what kind of locks they have on them? Is it more the same, like some padlocks and stuff?
These ones are a little bit more sophisticated. They're electronic locks of some kind.
Okay, that's good.
All right, and let's see. All right, another person runs out from behind that building, is actually going to run, is taking the same route that the first guy did, Payday.
All right.
2 of them actually do that. Well, no, I apologize. The other guy that was going to run is actually, his arm is on fire. He kind of drops down on the ground, kind of drop, and rolls. And, okay.
When that guy runs out there, do I get a clear sight on him at any point?
Yeah.
Frag it. I will open fire at him.
Yeah, you've got a saved action. Do it. He's running, so I'm looking it up, but does that affect
Negative.
you, or is that his defense?
It's a +2 to his defense and a -2 to the person shooting.
All right, so take a -2 because he's sprinting across.
He'll need it. Capped out at 7 hits.
All right. What's the base damage?
I believe it was 11p. Let me confirm. 11p. And -5 to defense. And -3, of course, to his armor, if that'll do anything for him.
All right, he gets mowed down by Silverback as he falls and gets about halfway between the 2 buildings as he's trying to go, and he gets shot down. Probably in his last moments, wondering what he was thinking, just because that drone stopped firing for a moment. Why wouldn't it start again?
His friend was so lucky.
That's probably what he was thinking. If he can do it, I can.
Love the inner monologue of Goon number 4.
Leroy, you're gonna take a defense.
Stop shooting me.
He just starts crying.
Now,
Just
because you've acted and moved and everything, now your modifiers for subsequent defenses resets, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any modifiers on being shot at, or?
No.
Alright.
This guy's taking an aimed shot with a heavy pistol.
Uh-oh, that's a glitch at 2 hits.
No.
What is the standard procedure for glitching on just a firearm range defense test? Isn't there something established?
I don't think there's a standard one. A couple extra damage points is,
That was what I was thinking.
There's a
was
cult
extra
shot
damage.
vitals, perhaps that, it just got a lucky shot.
Yeah, it's
extra
2
2
extra
damage.
damage. Otherwise, you can make it more interesting and have it, inconvenience him in some way.
I was just thinking 2 extra damage right now. Anyway, so I'll go with that.
Damage.
Give yourself or soak 11 physical with AP -1.
That'll be 2 more.
What are you at now?
8 of 10.
All right.
And they say GMs don't cheer against the players.
Oh, they totally do. Or at least I do. Don't we all?
I mean, it's fine. I got the stim patch in my hand.
Yeah, we'll put that on your tombstone.
Hopefully you get it on before you get knocked out.
Be on a tombstone right next to a little banner ad for an auto-injector program.
The guy with the I applied the damage to the wrong guy, so let me just switch something around real fast. Okay, the guy with that got knocked to the ground, Leroy, the one that's been shooting at you with the stick and shock, he rolls behind some cover behind that building. And Elric, it's your turn again.
Okay. I yell, woo! Great shooting, payday frag! I think my eyeballs are trying to explode apart. Gotta rescue. Leroy's taking all the fire. Get out there! Hey, Leroy! Get the neurostun gas over to the orcs! I say as I come running out and waving my arms, triggering my agility preparation so I can actually move more quickly now.
Trying to figure out if you're trying to take a leadership test or something.
Oh, not at all. I'm just talking crazy while I run around.
Stretch.
I'm not even aware.
4.
And I'm going to go ahead and... do I have any targets? I'm actually running like right out in the open. Right out in the middle.
There's a guy rolling around on the ground. Well, actually, on both extreme ends of these two barracks, there's the guy that you lit on fire. He just put out a fire on his arm, and he's rolling around on the ground. But all the way to the north, another dude just rolled to take cover behind there. So there's two guys kind of laying on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to use my other simple action then to observe in detail. Trying to figure out what the frag camera 4 is all about. Kind of probably focusing my attention onto the different monitors that are rotating in virtual space around me through my trodes. I look around. Oh, camera 4. Oh, camera 4. So I'm taking a moment to figure out what the frag payday is talking about.
It shows a guy coming around the back of the burning cabin, getting closer to your position.
Yeah, that's all I got.
It's Payday's turn. No, it's not. Actually, from behind that guy who's running back there, you were just told to remember, he comes out and catches sight of Elric and shoots. Should make a ranged defense test.
Any penalties?
You have like partial cover on that thing, so give yourself
No, I stepped out in the open.
Oh, right.
People
You're
kept
right about
shooting
that.
Leroy instead of me, so I figured.
Oh, but you stepped out into the big open, like in the middle of everything.
Yes, I want the people who are shooting at Leroy to start shooting at me instead.
Oh, well then that guy didn't see you yet. In fact, Silverback is looking towards the middle of all the action as well, right?
He would be, yeah, because he just took that guy down and...
Got it. Silverback is going to, I guess, make a defense test.
All right. Good thing I'm jumped in.
Actually, so it kind of... Well, no, you're aware, because you've got eyes on it from other ways.
Oh, yeah, I see that guy all over the place.
Yeah, so defense.
I've got an escape dice.
Catch
I'll
it
find
quick.
that later. That's 6 hits.
All right, so burst fire. Well, not burst. Well, it was burst, but I didn't tell you to take any dice off. I forgot. So bonus dice. He misses.
As Silverback pretty much launches itself backwards. Oh, that dice would have been a hit as well.
All right, so here, Elric, as you run out into the middle of all the action, trying to attract people, you see Leroy kind of taking cover behind a building. He's taking some hits. He's got a stim patch in his hand, getting ready to slap it on himself. You're moving towards the middle, feeling really crazy right now, on these drugs, and then suddenly you hear a crash and a bang behind you as a flaming door comes flying off its hinges, and a big guy in a huge some guy in a big suit of armor. He's wearing like what are they called? He's wearing one of those big game hunter outfits, and he comes flying through that cabin that is on fire, like he was rushing through it almost head first and shouldered through the door and smashed out of it.
Oh, so just to be aware, passing through the barrier means taking 10 fire damage with AP minus 10. Because that's a force 10 flame wall spell.
Well, he's going to have to try. Otherwise, he's just sitting inside a burning building.
Fair enough. I totally expect him to do so. I just want him to pay the price.
So you said it's 10 fire damage, AP minus 10?
Mm-hmm.
Well, fortunately, he's wearing some armor with some good fire protection, but we'll see what happens.
That'll help. It'll probably still hurt, I hope.
It was 10?
Yep, because I did that at force 10.
All right. He seems to smash through it pretty well. And as he gets through it and collects himself, he he's got a helmet on and everything, and it turns towards you, Elric, and he says, "You!" And then that's his turn. Now it is the spirit's turn. It moves. Leroy, you see appear through, because this is the only way it's going to be able to acquire any new targets behind the... Well, I guess it would shoot at the guy that was standing in the doorway that's continuing to fire at you. So however it would shoot, go ahead and make that roll. Elric, that is.
That's 4 hits. And again, that's base 12 physical fire, AP minus 6, if he doesn't dodge.
All right. The guy that's standing in the doorway, Leroy, that has a clear shot at you, is engulfed with flames and knocked through the door out of the building onto the ground, and he's in a blazing fire now.
Sounds unfortunate, not pleasant.
Well, fortunate for you, I guess.
I'm fine.
Throwback, it's your turn. You will notice the one guy who is farther away, who's circled back nearer to Silverback. He has more than one weapon icon, so he's obviously using a new one.
Right. The 2 icons for the SMGs went offline though, right? My data spikes were successful.
Yes.
Okay.
Each of those guys has 2 weapons on them, though.
Okay. I was just making sure that I finished off both of those before I moved on to different targets. A thought occurred to me. I feel like my team is potentially getting overwhelmed, or at least aspects of them are. So I'm curious if there's anything a little bit more impactful out there on the Matrix. There doesn't happen to be any icons for grenades amongst the enemies, do there?
I'll make you take a perception test for that.
All right. Yeah, I think it's worth potentially finding that instead of continuing to brick guns. So I'm gonna look for grenade icons with the perception.
Hey, Bobby.
All right. Yes.
You skipped me.
Did I? I must have deleted you accidentally.
It's as if you didn't want me to kill that guy.
Go for it. While you roll that perception, while the Decker rolls that perception.
All right, so I will level a full auto burst with the continuing recoil here at the guy that just tried to light me up.
Oh, I think it was you used a saved action, and I didn't realize that.
Yeah, last round. That would be 5 hits.
Is that a 10-round burst again?
No, 6. I like the 6-round burst better.
Yeah, you can compensate for it better for 1, especially for vehicle-mounted ones.
Pretty much.
The drone has a body of 6, right?
Yep.
So there's 6 right there.
All right, he went down.
That wasn't the big guy that just came running through the door, though, was it?
You wish.
No.
It was the guy who was trying to flank me.
Yep.
Was that it for
Right.
back then?
Silverback's got your back, but you got to deal with your front.
Oh, yeah.
All right, how many hits did Throwback get?
I was able to keep 6 hits.
All right, you're coming through them pretty quickly, using filtering algorithms to identify icons, and it doesn't appear that you're coming up with any grenade icons.
All right, we probably see back in the SUV just like a bead of sweat just like drip off of Throwback's nose as he's feeling the pressure of trying to help his team out from this far away. But yeah, that's it for my turn.
All right, I'm assuming Party Girl. Well, Party Girl now has an open door in front of her.
Yeah, unless Vesper and Pillar are being attacked, she's on standby until I give her other orders. That is.
All right, and Leroy, you're up.
Just apply this directly to forehead.
All right, give yourself the whatever
Delicious
rating.
back. So guy that got horribly lit on fire, is he standing or is he down?
He's down, and flames are still going.
And how many guys are on the other side shooting at me?
There were 3. That's what you remember, is all I'm saying.
No, that's fine. I'm trying to think what he would do in this situation. I'm pretty sure it's just start taking shots at the other guys, just take them out, because it seems to be going okay, sort of.
Yeah. There is the guy that you had previously knocked down. He's up now in sort of a struggling crouched position, aiming.
And they just had pistols, right?
Yep.
All right. Guy that just got back up, I'm gonna put back down.
He wishes you wouldn't.
It's 5 hits, just switching over to single shot.
All right. You got him. He's down.
I'll send out a quick DNI message of down to 2.
Good work. Keep me updated.
And then if
Pillar
I can,
and Vesper's still clear.
I'll just duck down like completely behind the cover if I can.
So Vesper, so Pillar, you see Vesper pull out a small like dart gun and fire it at one of the orcs. And that orc, is now sedated. That makes me wonder, oh, well, a dart gun's single shot, right? You
Yeah.
can't like burst fire tranquilizer darts.
Not till we make that gun ourselves.
I was thinking about using like I'm working with Cliff right now and doing a script on multiple attacks, and I was like, you could just like spray a bunch of people with, but I guess you can't burst fire.
To hell
You,
with it.
you can
That's
get
when
injection rounds for a normal gun. They just
That's
run off
where-
of slightly different rules.
That's where it plays into the 2-weapon fighting. You have a dart gun
Right,
in each
right.
hand. You can shoot 2 people a turn.
Right, exactly. I understand these rules really well now. I researched that so much last night, Cliff. All right, Elric, it's your turn.
Oh, frag on my fragging frag. What am I doing? Drop the flame wall. No need. Gonna need a big one for this. And I'm gonna fire off a levitate spell at this big scary looking dude who's coming at me. I'm gonna go with force 8. He resists with strength plus body. Oh, and I dropped the flame wall spell just like I say that in my muttering. Suddenly the building is not quite as on fire as it was.
Oh, but it's still pretty on fire.
Oh, nice. Well, maybe not so nice for the drain, but I scored 7 hits.
Oh, man. You used edge and got no extra hits. Okay.
So if I succeed, I gesture with sort of an uppercut motion with thrusting with both of my hands in front of me, and he goes up in the air 8 meters.
All right, you were successful,
Otherwise, I
and he
look
does
silly,
go up in
and
the
he
air.
just kills me.
This is the second time you're going to incapacitate one of my big bads with a levitate spell.
So I got 4 hits on my drain roll. That was a force 8, so that means I'm taking 2 physical drain. Blood just begins to gush down out of my nose. But I have high pain tolerance because I'm on drugs. So Elric doesn't seem to react to the now torrent of blood pouring from his nostrils. It's an unnaturally prolific nosebleed. Keeps muttering through the, yeah, never mind. You get the idea.
Payday, you're up.
Hold 'em still, Stretch.
Pull! Pull!
I say as I level the crime wave at this big guy.
So, if he's being levitated, does he get a defense test?
There's nothing that says he doesn't.
Well, then he's getting one.
I thought specifically it was like a strength check or something like that. I can look for it if you want.
Yeah, look it up, just so that we know.
He can't move from his position. He has no control over his movement, but he can still wiggle around and, generally try to be a more difficult target, maybe.
I'm trying to picture it. Either way, that'd be 6 hits.
It's funny how a levitate spell can render any bad guy into like a flailing wimp.
That's why you kill. That's why you geek the mage or bring
It's
your
So
own.
embarrassing.
I like to bring it up whenever somebody's like, "Oh my god, cyber zombies are just scary." It's like just smack down that levitate, bro.
Elric's not
Instant
stupid.
one-person crowd control.
I guess it's just a defense test against strength plus body, but it doesn't seem like there's a way to break it afterwards.
Yeah, that's it's really hard against somebody like this, but you fling a powerful enough spell and roll well enough, and if they roll like Drek.
Yeah, I didn't roll too well. So did you find out if it says anything about a defense test?
I don't see anything that says he would miss or have a penalty or anything. It would make sense for him to be for it to be more difficult for him to defend, but
I'll give him a little modifier, but he'll be defending, yeah.
And he still has his minus for the -5, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So how many hits did you get?
6.
All right. I hate you.
-3 to his armor.
Yeah, of course.
I love that explosive ammo.
All right, -3 to the armor. What's the base damage?
11p.
Oh. All right. Well, so here's what happens. He's not. Well, let's put it this way. He's not flailing anymore.
Good work, Stretch. Good work.
That was a combo move.
I wish I still had my magic fingers up so I could do a long distance high five.
Okay. Spirit is gonna go, I guess. All right. Yeah. Make a ranged attack. He's attacking someone outside. They're all actually running, by the way. Are you going to gun them down?
That's 6 hits. The spirit has orders to assist in the battle, so if it
the
determines
spirit
that the
is
battle's
attacking.
over,
Absolutely.
it gets 6 hits to bless somebody with a flamethrower, elemental attack.
All right. Well, that is the end of this initiative, this combat turn. Are you guys going to continue to engage? You've taken out more than half the goons in the sight of their fearless leader being floated up into the air and shot down like a balloon.
I prefer the word shredded.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty accurate.
I would start to reiterate that we need to get those trucks working and get the help pillar and Vesper, get those people out of there.
On my way.
Yeah, I make no move to pursue them, but I'm keeping the levitate spell up, and this guy is hovering about 8 meters above and 2 meters to the left of my position. I basically have my left hand being held up in a fist above me, as if directing his movements.
Well, as he's floating up there, blood that's pouring out of his armor is collecting and floating as well around him, and it's if you were to spend any time looking at it, it's a pretty gruesome sight.
Yeah, I'm not really spending any time looking at him. I'm kind of walking around the camp looking for signs of danger and babbling over comms, probably asking for what I need to do to get the trucks running, and asking for a throwback to magic the trucks. How do I make it so you can magic the trucks? Do I need to turn out the burying?
You let Payday handle the trucks once you get that gate open.
All right, so yeah, I'm muttering and talking as I go, using my right hand to just wipe away the blood that's pouring down my face.
And
I'm absent-minded about it.
I'm speeding to close the distance. I believe I said it was about a mile away or so.
Yeah.
Just cranking it into full acceleration to breach the distance between me and them.
I guess when I find the gate and I'm going to approach it, do I see any obvious way to open it?
There's like a control. It's not really a room per se, but there's a little control booth or panel right there that just has a switch to unlock the gate, and then you would have to physically pull it open. Okay,
I'm just going to order my spirit, use another service for my spirit, and have my spirit just melt that gate down to nothing.
All right, spirit blows some fire at it and melts it down. There's a big melty gate.
Can I shoot those 2 guys?
Yeah, they're running. Yeah, they're exiting the compound, running away. You can shoot them down if you want.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not lethal round, so it's not like cold-blooded murder. It's just, don't go get your friends.
I'll give it to you rather than rolling it all.
Right, rather than rolling it all.
Because you'd probably get it. So what's going to be happening is that Vesper is going around and tranquilizing each of the orcs.
He's going to go wrap those guys up, and on the way back through, he's going to grab up the machine gun again.
I'm not leaving without this.
All right.
I ain't getting paid. I'm getting a big-ass gun.
Yeah, give yourself an RPK.
When payday arrives, I'm just going to come peeling through that melted gate drift to the side and pretty much whip up right beside one of the trucks. Get out real quick.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get to trying to hijack the one truck with a gun still on it.
Yeah, give me a hardware test.
Elric comes running up. He's surprisingly spry, moving a lot more quickly than he normally does. His kind of tag-along floating corpse takes a little bit longer to catch up. He's coming back toward the center of town. Does he still see Leroy around, or has he run off?
Leroy's chasing the guys down. He's run off.
That's 6 hits.
All right, you don't have too much trouble getting these things hot-wired. It's just going to take you a minute or two on each of them, actually, maybe like a minute on each. They're kind of older pickup trucks, which is why they weren't wirelessly active. But you were able to get it going.
That also means that they don't have ownership to people.
There you go. All right, so you got those 2 trucks running, and the orks have been tranquilized by now. There are icons for the doors, the gates on the cages.
Yeah,
Pillar, are you okay? Are you okay, Pillar?
What the hell is that?
Pillar, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, man. Give me the corpse.
Okay, good.
I slam the truck in reverse and pull it up beside the shack with the cages.
Yep.
Everybody shot at Leroy.
Sucked.
Vesper says to Pillar, help me pick. They're out now. Help me tie them up, and we can get them in the back of these trucks. We got to get out of here. This place is. She looks around. This place is on fire, like literally.
Yeah, I noticed too.
Elric's going to toss the corpse into one of the trucks that we're going to be taking and goes running over and says, I can help. And I'm going to cast levitate spells on the unconscious orcs to help move them one at a time.
How close are you in terms of drain to being knocked out?
Oh, nowhere near. I only have 2 physical drain.
All right, then I'll just give it to you then.
Yeah, I can do low force spells, do 2 drain each and buy hits if you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's like 200 kilograms per hit?
Yeah, something like that. I'll do force 4s because it's 2 drain. And yeah,
all right,
I'm just talking and talking as I go, just muttering as just rehashing what happened, what's going on, little details about the people I'm moving.
Right. As you guys get the trucks loaded up with the orcs, Vesper jumps into the driver's seat of one of them and says, we really got to get the frag out of here. I don't know if they got some kind of backup or something. You guys, holy dreck, you guys are effective. That's for sure.
No time for talk.
Did you say there was a cyberdeck around?
Hey, Payday, shotgun, Payday.
Get in.
Oh, I want in. Pillar.
Yeah, there was,
you got a
man.
ride beside the Cocoa Taxi?
It's melted into a decker.
Yeah, the cyberdeck is inside the burning barracks building. It's pretty well on fire now.
I'll just ride the trucks, man.
Yeah, I'll climb
Okay,
back.
everybody good? Nobody got hurt besides Leroy? Leroy, you want some healing magic? I got some. You just gotta come back. I got it for you.
As Elric is saying that, you just gotta come back, you get smacked with, what is it, like 9 unresistible stun?
Yes, and my high pain tolerance goes away as well. So I just go, whoa, and just like lean over and throw up.
Oh, man.
Eon just shakes her head.
Hopefully before I actually manage to get inside the car.
I was going to say, there goes that new car smell.
If I do, I'm going to do my best to get outside the car.
Nitro, hell of a drug.
He's a lightweight.
Yeah, I'm
Hector.
suffering -5 to everything I do right now.
Hector, you are a terrible influence on him.
And -2 to my limit, so my physical limit is 1 right now.
You should have seen the smile on my face when I rolled that 1d6 and I got a 1.
That's awesome.
All right, so you guys are able to pull out of there pretty quickly.
Wait, but the drones quickly redeploy themselves into the Phoenix, and the Phoenix will be on a pilot program getting itself out of there.
All right, you were able to make your escape. I assume, yeah, you're able to make your escape.
And thankfully, Elric is not at all talkative on the ride home. Yeah, as we're going away, Elric's going to like kind of just sit up for a moment. I know he's had the drug crash. He's going to try to roll down the window. Does Payday let him?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Payday's driving the pickup, and that's all manual stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna toss his remaining dose of nitro out the window
What the frag was that for?
and feel around. Never taking that truck again.
Come on, Stretch. It was hilarious.
It's just a chuckle and laugh in the back of one of them.
You were all like, look at me.
I'm gonna slap on a rating 6 stim patch because I'm currently suffering -5 in penalties. Low pain tolerance. I went from having high pain tolerance to low pain tolerance again.
I'm so angry.
Then I'm gonna conjure up I'll let my fire spirit go if I hadn't already, and I'm gonna conjure up we'll make it a force for spirit of water. Oh, and I don't have my dice. I guess I'll use roll 20 here. I have to remember how to. Never mind, I have dice. Because my wife is awesome.
Seriously, though, I don't know why you just threw those out the window. You're really badass. Really fragging scary.
5 hits to summon, limit 4, though.
All right, you got then 1 net hit, because I rolled 3 hits on 4 dice.
And I got 6 hits on my drain, so I'm good there, I guess. Oh, it was nuts.
I know.
Terrifying. I can't believe how did I not get shot? Why aren't I dead?
I can't believe how badass you were. You did good. You really did good. You set a lot of racists on fire.
Right, yeah.
I mean, we probably didn't make any friends there, but...
We got the job done, though, right? We got them out. Orks are safe.
We got them out. Your sister was all over it. We were a hell of a distraction. I mean, it didn't go exactly how it was planned, I think, but it worked.
Yeah, I didn't really expect it to go as planned.
And that levitate trick, incredible.
It usually doesn't work with someone big like that. But
Usually,
I was a rocket fuel at the moment. Nothing could stop me, except for, someone shooting me with a gun, which hardly anyone tried to do.
That's because everybody was shooting at Leroy. Like, everyone.
Yeah, not friggin' kidding. Did somebody look him over? Is he going to be okay? Oh, wait, maybe I did. It's kind of fuzzy. Hard to think.
Over comms, because I'm assuming you guys probably would have been communicating with her, Vesper chimes in and says, I just got off with Gentleman G. He's ready to meet us. He said he wants to meet us a little bit outside of downtown on North Main Street. There's an empty lot at so-and-so address, and he gives it to you. She gives it to you guys.
Probably a good call. We're driving a couple hot pickup trucks.
Frag, I really hope this isn't a setup, because I'm not up to it if it is. I gave everything I had back there, and then some.
It's all right. I've got the Phoenix tailing us. Silverback's in there.
She says, oh, wait, change of plans. He says on Monticello Road outside of the wall, probably not a good idea to try to go through the wall with these orcs just yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Frag, I guess I better cook up a concoction or two. I'm going to hate myself when this stim patch wears off.
Everybody all right? Everyone 5x5?
What does that even mean?
Yeah, any indication where we're even supposed to take these people?
It's 5x5.
That's what Vesper just told you guys. She gave you an address saying we're going to rendezvous here and make the transfer of all these people, and then you guys will be good to go. Job will be done.
Oh, okay. I thought the transfer was outside of the wall where we're not supposed to bring them.
Oh, no. You guys are already outside of the wall. That's where you hit the compound, and she was saying, change of plans, let's not go inside the wall with these guys.
Yeah, hey, Leroy, did I do first aid on you?
Not that I remember. Not that Rob remembers either.
Well, if you guys want to pull over, I got my med kit with me.
You guys are actually only probably about 10 minutes away, tops, from the rendezvous point, and you'll get there first. So if you want to, you'll have time to handle any of that kind of stuff.
I'm just going to whip up a few low force preparations. I'll do that using the new tools that Cassie has provided for me. Oh, nice. Well, of course, I'm limited a lot, so not that great. Never mind. But I take no drain.
All right, is there anything you guys are going to be doing once you get to this empty lot where you're waiting, or are you just going to be waiting patiently? I mean, other than Elric, who's working on some preparations, I'm assuming you guys can handle that behind the scenes.
Yeah, just giving the place a look over to make sure that, it's not good places to ambush us, that kind of thing.
Pillar's just going to get out of the car and pace. I'm still crashing from Nova Coke.
Right. Now, when you get to the lot, it does actually, it's an empty lot, but it's surrounded by trees, and it's not on like a busy road or anything. So Leroy, probably being in that suspicious, paranoid kind of mind that he's in right now, probably would definitely want to give it a look over, but so you can have an idea of where they might be coming from, if they were going to ambush you, kind of stuff like that. But while you're checking it out, you don't find anything that's like set up or anything like that.
Yeah, good.
Throwback will probably take some time. What's the condition of our cargo?
I believe they got narco-jetted or something.
Correct. They are sedated right now.
All right. So maybe with like Payday's help, or just somebody else to sort of come with him, I'll Throwback will kind of get closer and just check them for any like tags or tracing, tools that they might have running on them, and zap them if I see any.
Good call. You've got plenty of time to be able to do it, so I won't make you roll for it. But you do. You don't find any like tracing kind of tags, but you do find that all of them have had installed cyber eyes, and you can see. Well, do you have any medical knowledge skills or active?
I have knowledge in technology with a specialization in just cyberdex. I don't have any medicine though.
Well, then never mind. You find that there are cyber eyes there, and it occurs to you that they all have these cyber eyes, but they're not all like they're all different looking orcs. So it occurs to you that they might have been installed by this Houndmaster guy, so maybe they could be traced back.
Yeah, I at least understand how ownership of devices work. So with the realization that these guys are all running cyberware, I'm gonna go ahead and whitelist my friends' devices, but then turn my cyber deck into a jammer.
All right, cool.
Hey, don't worry about turning your deck into a jammer. I've got one. Now,
I don't think you can whitelist when you're using your deck to jam, can you?
Can't.
That's just a hand jammer?
Yeah, I think you can only do that with a dedicated jammer.
Oh, okay. Well, Payday's got one, he said.
Yeah, I got one. Now, we should probably do the same to the trucks.
But I wanted to speak up because I'd wanted to mention that I had my orders for my water spirit were to go back and fight that fire because I didn't want it to spread into the forest any more than it might have already done. Oh, there was a nice gap between the compound and the woods too, so hopefully it doesn't spread too fast.
The entire place is raging inferno.
All right. Well, it does go and do that for you, and it eventually comes back and reports back and says that it took care of it. No more fires.
All right. I say thank you.
It is also, those two, as far as those two pickup trucks go, you can consider those to be throwback devices. They do not have wireless capability and are not going to be, so therefore are not going to be able to be traced.
Yeah, I knew that. I was just more concerned about them being tagged, just in case.
I imagine they cared more about the orcs than the trucks, so if they didn't tag the orcs, the trucks are probably safe.
Yeah, if you use any kind of a scanner or anything, you won't find any tags on the trucks either. They're pretty beat up, like they're not in great condition. I mean, they work. They started up and everything, like they're used probably on a regular basis, so they started right up, but it's not like they're probably coveted.
Well, Payday's going to be fixing that later on, but
he's going to pimp those rides.
Right. Well, after kind of the air quotes securing the perimeter, I'm going to come up to the orcs and begin to reach into my pockets for a whole bunch of plastic restraints.
All right, so you're just going to restrain the orcs, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. They're restrained. And about this time is when a big, panel van is going to pull up into your guys' little empty lot. And Vesper immediately recognizes it and says, "Oh, great. They're here."
All right, that's a good thing.
Elric kind of shuffles over to Pillar quickly. So, hey, how you doing?
I have the worst headache, man.
Mine's pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm ready to just, I'm gonna get home.
You didn't get shot or anything, did you?
No, I'm fine.
Good.
So Gentleman G gets out with 2 other people and runs over, talks to Vesper, of course gives you guys a nod, and talks to Vesper for a minute. He motions the other 2 people to come and grab the orcs, and they come over and do that, and one of them nods to whoever's standing next to him, I guess Leroy, because you just restrained them, and says, good idea with the restraints, nods and helps carry him off to the van that they have.
We're just going to watch over them carefully. I'll shift over to astral perception to make sure there aren't any surprises for us there. I just wanted to mention again, it speaks up again to Pillar, just kind of in a low, hushed voice, not over comms. And I just want to say I'm sorry it came to killing. I tried to do it your way.
I don't know, man. Let's worry about it tomorrow,
What's done is done. But you were right, and we should have tried your plan. I for my part, I didn't think it would succeed, but never mind. I just wanted to say, despite how things worked out, I wanted to do it that way. I wanted it to work. I knew it wouldn't, but I wanted it to. So maybe that counts for something.
It's alright, man. We'll be alright.
About that time, Gentleman G gets done with Vesper and walks over to you guys and says, guys, thank you so much. You have no idea. Thank you. I think things are going to be okay with them. Are you guys okay?
No, hey, listen, you need to maybe... No, sorry, I don't mean to tell you how to do your business, but I just want to warn you. I think there might be some retaliations. We laid down some serious wrath back there, and not all of them... Well, some of them got away.
I understand.
So there might be some retaliations against orcs and trolls in the area. Yeah, I'm sorry about it, but mainly just telling you to be on your guard, because there's going to be some backlash from this, and it's probably going to fall down on your people.
He nods and says, I understand, and I appreciate your candor. I was able to rustle, this is all I could kind of rustle up, and he hands you a cred stick with 5,000 new yen on it, and says, you guys do with that whatever you're going to do with it. We owe you big, and I mean that in an official way. If you need anything, if you need a favor and we can help you with it, you let us know.
Well, I'm always happy to help.
Look at that, a favor and a payday. And I'm
Payday's the name of the game, right?
Probably the only one in a good mood right now, and that's thanks to the uppers still running through him. That's right.
Yeah, Throwback's just kind of got like a furrowed brow, kind of a concerned look on his face, and kind of like looks past the conversation. How many vehicles rolled up, and do they have anywhere near the capacity to take these orcs from us?
Yeah, it was one, and it was a large, large white panel van. They've got the room.
Okay. It has free candy written on the side.
Yeah. One of those creepy white nondescript vans that always scream criminals. But it's real big, and they've got the room for it. And it was just the one, and he nods, and yeah, like was just said about Payday, everybody is in a very quiet and somber mood, and Payday's, jocular attitude definitely stands out right now.
And you said it best, Stretch. That was a hell of a lot of wrath. These guys home. I can't wait to get a nap. We've been up for like 24 hours?
All right. And they're going to be on their way. And you guys, for the run, are each you got that 5,000 Neon cred stick. You also get 6 karma for the extra thing that you did.
For our hooding run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you also have a point of notoriety. Let me not forget that.
Sweet.
Are we all marking that separately, or is that just like a group tally?
Now, street cred, that's just based on your karma amount. You haven't modified that at all, have you?
No.
So I'd be at 2 for street cred.
And yes, you each have a point of notoriety. I mean, I'm not going to necessarily track that like separately, team versus individuals. But anyway, enough about that. You guys, they leave in the vans, and you guys are there alone, and then the spotlight, the cameras are on you now.
Well, you wanted a car, and it is stolen.
Elric, that?
Huh.
And I think we should probably just sell those.
No. I can fix those up. Hell, it'll keep me occupied. It'll be great. It'll be great. I will. You will want it when I'm done with it. I mean, I wouldn't want it right now.
All right. Well, how about I give you a hand with that?
All right.
Wouldn't mind
Now-
knowing a little bit about how to do stuff with technology.
And it works out because it's not an electronic device, so your gremlins won't kill you.
It's still technology, so potentially, yeah. I need to go home now. Anybody who wants to can crash at my place, but I need to go there
Yep,
fast.
because
You alright? You
I
get there
just
by
don't know.
yourself?
I don't know how long this stim patch is gonna last, and when it wears off.
You're propped up on chems right now?
Why don't you let me drive you home?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the nitro is done, but I can still feel the psyche, and yeah, I slapped a stim patch on the car because just in case something went down at the meet, you know.
Yeah, let's get you sitting down somewhere before you fall on your head.
It's not gonna feel good.
got a good place we can store these trucks till we get them taken care of.
I think Pitty's garage, right? You got room in there?
It would be pretty cozy in there. Maybe I can fit him, but I mean, I could always leave him on the outside. Not to
You don't
say
wanna-
that they wouldn't get stolen, but I can make sure that might not happen.
That's kind of a sign to any of those racist dudes that, hey, those are the guys who fragged up our Drek. I don't think you should leave them parked outside, at least not until they get a paint job or something.
Send him to a pay and spray.
Yeah, whatever. I'll cover him up. Now, I know after what we just went through that this might not be the best time to say it, but I could go for some pulled pork before I go to sleep.
I
I
need to
think
get
we
somewhere
got
before I
us banned
collapse.
from that. Come on, kid. I'll take you home.
What? Is this something I said?
I think it was somebody we killed. As Throwback gets back into his car.
Thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed. This show would not be possible without the generous support of our patrons over at Patreon. If you like the show and you want to help support it, head on over to patreon.com/complexaction. Supporting can get you access to GM notes, the ability to possibly vote in the direction the story will take, and now the ability to possibly listen in live while we record our actual play sessions. Supporting is easy. You just head on over to patreon.com/complexaction and help out if you'd like. There were several NPCs and organizations which were provided by patrons of Complex Action, and those were Gentleman G and the Troll Benevolent Society, submitted by Eric L. Thank you for your support. The character art seen on our YouTube page and various other social media places was done by Ethan Brewerton. Check out his awesome Shadowrun artwork at esbrewerton.tumblr.com. The background music in this episode is brought to you by Prism Shard. To hear more of his Shadowrun-inspired music, head on over to soundcloud.com/prism-shard and give him some love. The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sounds, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to Complex Action to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its websites, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Complex Action in any official capacity whatsoever.